Hello everybody, Ragtag Sagby here. Welcome to the next episode. In the last episode, we met the commander. And also explored all of Jubilife Village. This episode, let's head out to the field for some expedition and doing some research tasks. But first, let's check this place out. I'm in the business of photographing folks with their Pokemon. Why not have your photo taken? Here you can actually get your photos taken. So you can prepare a Pokemon. So in this case, we could send out a Ketchy. You change the color of the screen. So you can have it like blue, you can go through some other colors. Now I will say this, that not everything is available to you from the start. Some options are locked away through the request system. So not all backgrounds, camera filters, and even poses are available to you, but you can direct your Pokemon. You'll have them act normal, look fierce, look happy. They'll go to sleep, act dizzy, pretend to faint. You can change your expression. So you can be neutral, smiling. You can even change your pose. Now, like I said, not everything is available to you from the start, as more options will unlock as you progress through the game and also do some requests. Now in this game you have to press the little screenshot button if you want to take your pictures. This is a great way if you want to take some pictures with your Pokemon and send them and put them out on Twitter. They're of your favorite Pokemon. Anyway, it's time we start heading to the field. The city is possibly bursting with Bidoof and a lot of other Pokemon besides. It's no exaggeration to say that this land belongs to them, really. I just don't think humans are ready to settle here yet. Let's go to the Obsidian Fieldlands and do some research. Righto, let's get to it then, shall we? In order to complete this Pokedex of ours, there are a great many research tasks I need your help to carry out, my boy. The details of these tasks can be found in the Pokédex for you to reference anytime. Research tasks are tasks you need to carry out to complete the Pokédex. Each species has different numbers of varying research tasks. Press down to open your Pokédex and check what kind of research tasks are available for your Pokemon for Pokemon you've registered. While you're focused on a wild Pokemon in the field using the CL button, you can also instantly check the research task for that species by pressing down to open your Pokédex right to that page. Some Pokemon have some unusual research tasks, so be sure to check them out. You must catch and battle all diverse Pokemon species and carry out various research tasks. Do so and you'll gain research points and other rewards for your work. One last piece of advice, Donnie. If you see a wild Pokemon attack coming your way, dodge like your life depends on it. Dodge. Here, watch closely and remember what I do. Ooh, you can do it later. Yep. That beautiful flowing bit of gymnastics is what we call a dodge. If you're light on your feet, you can dodge out of the way of wild Pokemon attacks. That way, hopefully you can avoid taking a beating and blacking out in the wilderness. The Survey Corps had to collect me when I got the business end of a Shake's thunder shock. But don't you worry, I got a lot of experience to draw on. I'll teach you plenty. So now let's explore. And this time we are not on rails. We can actually explore most of this area. I believe we can only explore up to around here. But there are a few things that are going to try and prevent you from exploring around here. But mostly we're going to be exploring here. This is where videos are going to be long, and I'm curious how I'm going to do this series. Because, again, there's so much to explore, so many Pokemon to capture. We're probably going to be out in the field in various areas for so long, it is not funny. Now, let me share some Survey Corps wisdom. Focus on a Pokemon with CL, and then press the down button to open the Pokedex. You'll see what tasks you will have for that Pokemon. You might have noticed you have a research task to do with many Bidoof you've caught. That's right, catching just one isn't enough. You need 2, then 4, then more and more. And when it's time to battle a Pokemon, remember the captain's switching wisdom. If you have an item out, press X to ready your Pokemon. Give it a try now if you want. I'll go on ahead. Yeah, so we can focus down on the Pokemon. As you can see, focusing on a Pokemon tells us the name of the species, its gender, and its level. So you can tell if the Pokemon is a gender that you want, or if it's a level you want, or if the Pokemon you feel is too high level for you to take on in a battle. You can press down to instantly look at its research page, so you can check to see what research you've yet to do on that Pokemon. Now, personally, I don't focus much unless it's a new Pokemon, and I want to see what its levels are before I consider taking it on a fight. But it is a good way to check to see how likely you're going to capture a Pokemon. And if you just want to have a quick look at its research task without manually opening the Pokedex, you could do that as well. Get us some apricons, Akechi. Yeah, always get resources whenever you see them, especially much needed resources like apricorns or it's in tumblestones. You will desperately need them. You think you've gotten it, but as a reminder, don't forget to open your Pokedex when you focus on a Pokemon to check your research task for it. It's just CL and down. Try taking your task with Starly next. The one of your tasks is to catch Starly without being spotted, right? For that task, try catching him while hiding in some tall grass. I'll go and wait for you up ahead. Come catch up once you've finished some tasks. More energy a Pokemon's got, the harder it will be to catch. If you battle a Pokemon and lower its HP, or maybe inflicts paralysis with a move like Shinx, Ink's Thundershock, it should be easier to catch. Alright, so we're in hiding. Also, you may have noticed that's a big-ass Starly. Pokemon do have various different sizes, as I mentioned. Certain requests, mainly the Little Bleasel and Big Bleasel, requires you to capture a Bleasel of a particular size. And right now, I don't know if that request is technically doable. Because the size that I know for a fact that would clear the request, I can't currently. And I don't know if I can and I don't know until that feature is unlocked if I can get a Bleasel that is bigger than 2.8. Oh, this thing looks adorable when it's sitting. Smack! Wee. Alright. Let's stealth catch this Shinx. Alright, that's good. Get close to me. Can you show me your back, little Shinx? What's your research task? Different forms obtained. Alright, you're not going to show me your back. Typically, if possible, when you're stealth catching, you want to try and get the back of the Pokemon as much as possible, as that will land you a back strike. And if you're catching and you get a back strike, it actually increases the odds of you catching the Pokemon because you essentially have got them off guard. Another Starly. Although sometimes I debate what it considers a back strike, because that clearly hit Starly's back, and the game's like, nope, that's just a regular hit. Ah, Pokemon we've yet to catch. We need to get some Wurmples, both for our research and also the dude back in the village wanted a Wurmple. What the heck? I saw that hit Wurmple and it went nope. Okay, what the heck happened? I saw two Pokeballs hit it and it acted as if the Wurmple didn't exist. Go over here. Ooh, I see another Wurmple. Okay, spoiled apricorns. They're one of the few items that are throwable. If you can hit a Pokemon with it. I said if you can hit a Pokemon with it, it will lower the Pokemon stats and cause them to go into a stun animation. This is mainly used if you want to either stun them a little bit to get behind their back, to backstrike them, either for capturing or to start a battle. This can be very useful against very powerful Pokemon that might give you some trouble. Also, how I'm doing on... Ooh, I need to find some Timberstone if I'm going to make myself some additional Pokeballs. Luckily, I believe some timberstones should be around here. Ooh, we got a Wurmple sleeping. Gotcha. When you find Pokemon asleep, that's the best time to catch them, because typically that's when their guard is down, and it's very easy to get behind their back if you don't wake them up. There's actually some research tasks that require you to capture a Pokemon while they are sleeping. Let's get us some apricorns. Yeah, let's get in a fight. Let's get some defeats in. Of course, some Pokemon, especially skittish Pokemon, when you try to fight them, they may try to run away like that. Pokemon can run away from fights. And yes, even shiny Pokemon can run away. So it's actually a good thing I showed that off. If you want to fight a Pokemon that's skittish, I recommend hitting them in the back with your Pokemon. Starly was caught unaware and was too stunned to move. Basically, if you backstrike a Pokemon with your own Pokemon to initiate the battle, they'll be stunned for a turn. This will allow you to essentially gain the upper hand in a fight and be able to do some damage before they can damage you. In a lot of ways, this can really determine the outcome of a fight. Especially against Pokemon that are more powerful than you. Ooh, as getting that first hit in and doing super effective damage without worrying about taking any damage back can really be a lifesaver. Yeah, let's get us some Tumblestone, as we are desperately going to be needing it. Also, resources, they do refresh after a while, so you don't need... So it's not like the resources are finite, they do refresh after a while, as we're going to see throughout the series. I believe the resources are on a timer. I think it's like 10 to 15 minutes upon a resource being collected, it will refresh. So it's not like a Breath of the Wild situation where you have to wait for a blood moon for the game to refresh all the items and enemies. Pokemon, I don't know the timers for Pokemon. I do know that Pokemon spawn whenever weather or time changes. So if it's like switches to day and night, all the Pokemon spawns change. And if the weather changes, like if it were to suddenly start raining, I believe all the spawns would change as well. But I don't know what timer the Pokemon themselves are actually on upon being defeated or caught. Ooh, this is a good thing. If you see these ore deposits and they are sparkling like this is a good thing. You want to collect these. As you saw, we got some Stardust. Every ore deposit has one or two rare items in it. A ore deposit that is sparkling means you're guaranteed to get one of the rare items in that deposit. So you always want to collect those. Now you may have noticed that the music has become a little bit intimidating. And that's because of that fella right there. Now that is a Rapidash. But what's dangerous about this Rapidash is that you may have noticed its giant size and glowing red eyes. This is what the game calls an alpha. You can try to capture it, but they're a little bit difficult for you to try and capture at this point in the game. So I wouldn't recommend wasting your time. And I wouldn't recommend battling it because alphas tend to be higher level than most Pokemon in that area. Like that Rapidash there, I believe it's like a level 40 or 50 Pokemon. And you're likely only going to have like level 10 to 9 Pokemon. So do not try and take on that Rapidash. It's not going to end very well for you. Once we have more supply of Pokeballs, especially with a more variety of Pokeballs, especially a type of Pokeball that allows us to have better capture rate if we can sneak up on Alpha, on like Pokemon in general. Once I have a decent supply of those, that's when I think I'll likely start trying to capture Alphas. Also, you can more easily capture Alpha Pokemon depending on your progression in the game. I believe depending on, I think, the combination of both your current rank and how far you progress in the game. I believe certain Alpha, early game Alphas, especially low-level Alphas, I believe do become easier to capture in general as you progress through the game and as your star rank increases. But right now, we do not have the means to capture an alpha. At least not very successfully, anyway. Called a light species. How am I doing on Timber? Ooh, I can make a decent amount of Pokeballs. Actually, let's do that. If you press Y, you can fast travel back to your camp at any given time. The only time you cannot fast travel if you're being targeted by a Pokemon. For some reason, being targeted by a Pokemon prevents you from fast traveling. So let's make us some Pokeballs. So now we have 52. Put the Stardust away. Put that away as well. Also put away these. And this. That way we can save up inventory. Let's get back to exploring, shall we? Oh, right! Something I was supposed to show. To aid in your research tasks, and also for the purpose of this Let's Play, I'm going to be rotating in and out my team aim a little bit. Mainly because all the Pokemon I want to use are in different areas. And so it's going to be a while before we get any new teammates, especially depending on how I handle exploring and such. As a matter of fact, if I remember correctly, I don't think there's any Pokemon that I want, that I've planned for my team that's in the Obsidian Fieldlands. We ain't going to be starting seeing new team members until the next area, so Akechi's going to be our main team member for quite a long while. Let's put in a Wurmple for some research. Also put in Ponyta, so that way we have a fire type on us. That looks good. So yeah, you can access your pastures at any time you speak to this guy. Good if you want to switch your Pokemon in and out, or if you want to release some excess Pokemon. Give us an apricorn. I love how this world looks. And it's definitely probably going to be the more quieter games I've played for the channel, because this game's very picky on when it wants to play actual music. So I think it tries to go for more ambience than anything else. Oh, come on. Come on, pick up the medical leak. Bash that deposit. Around here, you can find Pokemon called Bleasel. It's got an aggressive disposition. That means it will try to hit you with moves, just like Shinx. You need to battle it to catch it. If you take too much damage within a short time, you will be in danger of blacking out. You can tell if you're in danger when the edge of the screen turns red. Damage goes away over time, but you won't begin to recover if you're still being targeted by a wild Pokemon. If you take further damage after the edges of the screen have turned red, you will become overwhelmed and black out. And speaking of which, your research tasks for Bleasel include seeing it using a certain move. To be precise, you have to see it using the move in battle. That's right, some tasks require battling. Now, I'll go on ahead. You take care of some Bleasel research, and then come talk to me. So here's Bleasel. Now, she says you have to battle it, but you don't have to battle aggressive Pokemon if you can sneak up on them. However, Bleasel is a good example that Pokemon have very different lines of sight. As you may have noticed, Bleasel noticed me when I was far away, compared to previous Pokemon where they noticed me when I was a little closer to them. Various Pokemon have different lines of sight, so some Pokemon will only see you if you're close, while others can actually see you from pretty far distances. Like Bleasel here. So if you're going to sneak up on Bleasel, you want to try and use cover if possible. And only move up when Bleasel's back is turned. Because yeah, Bleasel can see some from pretty far away. Also, another thing about battle in this game that I forgot to mention, Pokemon moves are very different in this game. They have some Pokemon moves that you may have known from the series have different effects. And also, the PP of moves were reduced dramatically, mainly to balance out the styles, which I don't think we've used any yet. I might use one in the next battle. In fact, I think I'll get one in this battle before we end the episode. So let's sneak up on this Ponyta. So styles. Once your Pokemon has known a move and it reaches a certain level, it can master a move, which allows it to use styles. You have Agile Style and Strong Style. For move information, then if we go Agile Style, this Pokemon's power and effects are reduced, but in return your next turn becomes more likely to come sooner. So as we can see, Ponyta would have 2 turns if I were to use normal style, if I was just to attack normally. Using Agile means that Ponyta does not get that second turn, and in some cases means I can get the second turn if I had high enough speed. However, Strong Style, this move's powers and effects are boosted, but at the cost of making your next turn come more likely to come later. Basically, this makes your move super powerful and do a lot of damage. You mainly want to use this if you believe you're going to be getting the killing blow. Oh, as the Pokemon getting to move twice can really mess you up. So let's show off a style. You also get that cool little animation when you use a style. It also lets you know if your Pokemon's attack is even gonna hit. Here's what a strong style looks like. See how much damage Ponyta did to Akechi? So sometimes doing a strong style right off the back is not worth it, and you mainly want to use strong style if you really want the boost, or if you believe your attack is gonna land the killing blow. Okay, let's head back to camp so that way I can heal up. And in the next episode, we'll probably explore more of the Hosidian Fieldlands, and see what else there is to do. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, do smash that like button. I greatly appreciate your guys' love and support. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below on your thoughts on this episode. And share the video so that way more people can discover my content and help the channel grow. And I'll see you guys next time. Later.